こんにちは。新しい友達。今日は肉に据えて学びましょう。Oh, this motherfucker speaking that Japanese.
I think he's talking about that meat.
Oh, welcome. This is Words with Ali, and I'm your host, Ali Seavright. And this week's episode, I'm going to say some words on meat. But more specifically, barbecue. But seriously though, summer is upon us. It is a couple days until summer officially starts. And it's warm out, it's nice out. Well, relatively nice. Got forest fires going off here, smoking up the air and shit. And New Yorkers are complaining like a motherfucker. They're like, why are you fucking bringing all your smoke down south here, fucking up our air and shit? I'm like, motherfucker, you've been fucking up the world, yo. And why is everything so expensive there? Who the fuck can afford to live in New York? Like, that shit's whack. But anyway, I want to talk about that meat. Because, you know, this barbecue season, everyone's going to be outside cooking stuff over charcoal, I hope. Propane's alright, but if you're going to do charcoal, you got to do the hardwood lump charcoal. You can't be using them briquettes. That shit, that's worse than propane, in my opinion. It's like a clump of chemicals, and you're just burning that shit. You got to use real wood. Get that flavor. But yeah, about the meat. I recently got into an argument with someone over how meat is cruelty and, you know, we're killing, you know, living beings and that sort of thing. And, you know, there's always going to be that debate on, you know, whether it's right to eat meat. You know, obviously now we have more options and we can literally live a full, healthy life without ever eating meat. But I think the biggest thing that these people are arguing is that it's cruelty to kill another living thing. And I'm like, y'all be killing so many plants. Do they not feel? Do they that's all, folks? That was a fucking stutter. Anyway, but it's like, you can't argue that one death is more than the other if you truly care about all living things. Killing a plant should be no different than killing an animal. But yet, they argue that life is life. We literally kill everything to survive. We feed off of life. Like, that's something I guess they don't really think about. We don't eat inorganic things. We eat things that are living. Whether it's a lettuce leaf that was living, it may not be able to vocalize, but it's a living thing. And that argument of like, oh, cruelty, and it's like, yeah, I agree with that. The fucking meat industry is fucked. All those like massive slaughterhouses, like, that's sketch. But if someone's going out there and hunting and getting their own meat and like essentially just taking what they need to survive from the land, I feel like that should be more respected than the average, I guess, meat consumer. And yeah, slaughterhouses are fucked. You know, millions of animals are killed and they're, you know, housed in these disgusting conditions. But like, people that have their own farms, raise their own meat, they shouldn't be looked down upon as like cruel people. It's like, it's something that civilization has been doing for thousands of years. Everybody ate meat. Yeah, you can live off of veggies, you know, here and there, but like, everybody ate meat. May not have been buffaloes everywhere, but fish, that shit delicious, nutritious. It's good for your body. That's how the human race survived. Especially in colder climates where shit doesn't grow. Motherfuckers be eating that meat. That meat. Arby's. We have the meats. Never go to Arby's. Has anybody ever been to a fucking Arby's? Like, I've seen one here and there, but like, I never actually seen someone go in there and eat food. I honestly feel like it's a front for like some underground, organized, criminalized fucking shit, but like, their food looks like shit. Like, someone compared it to like eating flaps of whale pussy. Well, like, but yeah, I don't know what they're trying to go for with the "We Have the Meats" commercials. I don't know if you guys seen those the Sus Arby commercials. I'm not gonna put any of the audio on here because it's it's a bit much. But yeah, if you just go on YouTube, type in Arby's Sus commercial, you'll find it, and it's funny. But yeah, Arby's, I don't get and they're trying to compete with McDonald's and Burger King and all that shit. Wendy's, they can't touch Wendy's. And in Canada, they ain't even coming near my A&W. Love that A&W. I definitely want to travel to the States and try out their exclusive burger chains and all that. Most of the barbecue, though. That's what this episode's about, barbecue. Let's not forget. But yeah, about the meat, like, yeah, we consume life to survive. And whether someone eats an animal to do that, I don't think you should shame somebody for that. But I understand the perspective of those that, wish to live not eating meat. But you guys got to be a little more, conscious of like the reality of the world. People aren't going to stop eating meat. That's just the reality. And if, in fact, like, people are fucking killing even more animals than they ever were before. They're chopping down forests to put up these massive cow farms, and like, even in Brazil, they do that like crazy. The Amazon is getting chopped down more and more each year to fucking do farming. And the thing is, they're not even selling the meat to the people. They're exporting it. So it's like, yeah, the meat industry is fucked. I agree on that 100%. But like, eating meat in general, I feel like that's a personal choice, and you shouldn't, be harping on nobody on that. Plus, it's fucking delicious. Like, I'm telling y'all, if you ever bit into a juicy fucking brisket that's been smoked 16 hours, oh, or a beef rib that's juicy and got that nice bark on the outside, burn ends, ugh, smoked chicken, jerk chicken, oxtail. Y'all tell me, I'm telling you, motherfucker, if you vegetarian and you ain't had oxtails in your life, just try it once. Just try it once and tell me you don't like it. You be lying to yourself and everybody you know for the rest of your life. It's like, it was okay. I don't understand why all these Jamaicans go crazy for it. It's all right. Yeah, I'll just have one more bite. I'll just take a box to go. I'll be back next week. I'm gonna be a regular here. I'm officially Jamaican now. This is delicious. Yeah, man. Lot of mercy. But then when they start seeing the price of oxtail, they're like, oh shit, yeah, I cannot financially recover from this. Because yeah, the prices of fucking everything's gone up. And oxtail fucking always up. Fucking, I remember I was in Jamaica, man, fucking, I think I spent like, it's either 1,000 Jamaican dollars or something lower than that. It was like equivalent to like $5 to $8 for like a big plate of oxtail, rice and peas, plantain, fucking, oh. And they even threw extra gravy. I'm like, this is unheard of. Y'all put extra gravy on this shit? Ain't nobody do that. But they saw us from foreign and like, yo man, come back and give us your money and thing. You know, say this big man go finance my new house and everything and my land and all that. Yes, big man, eat, fat boy. Yes. And yeah, so far this year, I've barbecued, a few times already. I did some barbecuing in the winter too. Like for me, any time is a good time to barbecue. The only time I don't is when I don't have charcoal. And yeah, I keep that thing on me. I even got a portable barbecue that I take with me everywhere. I just barbecued on the beach recently. I made the best corn I ever made in my life. I don't even eat corn like that, but I was like, damn, this is actually like fucking blessed. Like it was juicy. Had all the uses. Flavors, butters, corn juice. Delicious. And yeah, I feel like everybody should, know how to barbecue. Because a lot of y'all, let me just say this. I've been to a lot of barbecues. And in the past, that was my thing during the summer. I walk around my neighborhood, walk in on people doing like big barbecue parties, and just mingle with their family and eat free food. That was my life. I loved it. Especially in Ajax. I do that all the time. And like, the amount of y'all that undercook chicken. Like you got that pink everywhere in that shit, and you just bite. It's like, this is delicious. Ooh, this barbecue. And I'd say the biggest thing is like you sauce the chicken while it's raw and you put it on there. You're not gonna fucking have a good time. You gotta cook the chicken first. You gotta marinate that bitch. At least minimum 8 hours. I'll even throw this in. Brine it. Brine it for 2 days. Then marinate it for 1 day. Then put a rub on that shit. Throw it on the grill. Low heat. Medium low. Let it cook through. Crank up the heat a little bit. This is for you propane users. Crank up the heat a little bit. Get a nice, some char on it. Once you start getting like some color, that's like looking good, that's when you sauce that bitch. And if you don't know how to check the doneness, get a thermometer. Stick that bitch in the thickest part of that chicken. You don't want to see it anywhere near 130, 140. You want it to be 160. 160 minimum. Because it'll keep cooking on the inside. Once you take it off, it'll carry over the heat and continue cooking. And, because that's where you're going to have it being juicy and cooked through at the same time. I'm tired of you motherfuckers undercooking chicken. And if you're going to barbecue, like, stick with the legs and thighs. You can kind of overcook it a bit and it's not going to be a problem. But if you're cooking chicken breast on a barbecue, you got to watch that shit. Because, like, it literally takes 20 seconds and that shit dry as a motherfucker. I will never eat chicken breast from nobody except from one of my homies. He makes chicken real good. But, like, you motherfuckers out there be flagrant. And I get why them vegans be saying, like, don't eat meat, it's cruelty. Because y'all fucking murdering that meat after it's dead. Just murdering. Especially them Jamaicans when they cook steak. You motherfuckers, I hate it. I hate cooking y'all steak because you always say, yeah, it's not done yet. Me want it dry. It's like, what do you mean dry? Me not want to see no color, no juice, nothing. Just tough, jerky. Just tough like foot bottom and leather and thing. No juice. That not done yet. And like them motherfuckers be aggressive about it. It's like, you don't want it medium? You don't want to try it medium well? You want to say, nah, well done. But Jamaican well done is different by everybody else's like idea of what well done is. They want that shit tough. They chewing on that shit for 3 days. It's like bubble gum. Cause I cooked years ago. I tried cooking my family some medium steaks, and like there's a little bit of pink in the middle. Actually, it was closer to medium well. And then I remember, I think my pops cut it open. Was like, yo, what is? It's not done yet. Throw it in the oven. It was in the oven for like maybe an hour. That shit was drier than a motherfucker. Drier than a motherfucker. And it was some good quality steaks. And I was like, damn. Y'all really out here just cooking the love out of that meat. You gotta appreciate that meat. This animal died. You ain't gotta kill it again. You ain't gotta kill it again. And then you just gotta drown it in A1 sauce or make like a whole side gravy just to eat that, just to make it palatable. And like, it hurts my soul. It's like at that point, you might as well just like make stew beef. You know, make a beef stew and just throw it in a pot with some water and shit. If you want it like that, well done. Because at least then you have some juiciness with the gravy and shit and be tender. But that's the whole thing. Like people think, oh, because it's pink, that it's raw. It's like, no, that's just the color of the protein. It's the myoglobin and all that shit. It's not blood. It ain't blood, son. And it's like hard trying to educate people on the fineries of cooking and letting them know that, like, yeah, this is okay to eat. Like, I wouldn't eat a blue steak because that is raw. Or rare because that's a little bit raw. Medium rare is like right on the cusp of it just cooking. And then medium, I'll be honest, medium is where I like my steak. I like it medium. I like the texture and the juiciness. Because I feel like medium rare is a little bit, sometimes a little bit too soft, you know? But I'll still eat it. But well done, I can't do well done anymore. Especially on the barbecue. Because there's no added moisture, just drying shit out. That's why you gotta cook that shit medium or medium rare on the barbecue. If you cook that shit well done, it's done. It's a brick. You just hitting people with bricks. It's like drop a brick on their plate and they're like, damn, I didn't know you hated me like this. So I want to see people properly cook their meat. Honestly, you can't go wrong with smoking shit. Get like a big brisket, a ham, whole chicken. Get like some wood pellets. Keep feeding it wood pellets, let it smoke. You can't go wrong with that. That shit is delicious. It'll stay juicy. It'll cook it all the way through. And then you get the added flavor of the smoke. It's really good. You can't fuck it up. You literally can't fuck it up. If you do, then you shouldn't be touching anything with heat. You shouldn't cook. Because some of y'all just be doing buffoonery. Not knowing you need like specific directions for every single thing. Because like cooking is like, it's like an intuitive process. You have to just feel it out and understand where shit's at. And with practice, you get better with it. And that's the same thing with barbecuing, you know, especially with charcoal. Because that shit is, you know, hard to manage. You get hot spots. Shit starts flaming up on you. Or there's not enough heat and then you got to stoke it. Or add more charcoal and like. And the thing is, you want to use lighter fluid at the very beginning when you're lighting it. But don't add it after you have meat cooking. Because I've seen that so often where motherfuckers just be, oh, let me just spritz it while the meat's on there. You're fucking basting your meat with chemicals and you could taste it after. And that's why I hate when I don't know the people that are barbecuing, because like I don't know what kind of logic they have with their seasonings, first of all, or the barbecuing technique. And oftentimes y'all be spritzing that shit in there trying to get the coals hot and flaming, but you're just dousing your meat with chemicals that are inedible and will most likely make you sick. Like, to be honest, because it's lighter fluid. You're not supposed to eat that. And I'll say the same thing with them propane people. Because sometimes you be having the propane on really high. And you be basically gassing the meat with the propane instead of cooking it. And you can really taste that shit. And that's just as bad as the lighter fluid. And you got to get like one of them, I guess. They got them charbroil propane grills now. And they aight. But nothing beats charcoal. The hardwood lump charcoal. Because you could toss in like a piece of like maple, cherrywood, applewood. Get that extra smoke flavor. It's just different. You can't get that flavor with propane. I know Hank Hill talking about that propane's best, but like, nah. Charcoal got that flavor. Even in that show, King of the Hill, that motherfucker tried that charcoal. He's like, oh shit. Why the fuck am I eating propane grilled fucking meat and this shit tastes gooder? Gooder. It's proper English right there. But yeah, anyway, I definitely feeling the barbecue vibes. Very heavy this year. Fuck, I want to go to the States, try, if you guys heard of Franklin's barbecue, that motherfucker be baking that motherfucking brisket, beef ribs, fucking pork rib, fucking sausage link, fucking grilled turkey, fucking chicken, all that shit, motherfucking cornbread on the side, fucking banana pudding, all that fucking just putting that shit in your fucking mouth and fucking delicious, fucking, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, you gonna try that real barbecue down in Texas, all that shit. Whoo! Yeah, I'm gonna do like a barbecue tour. Hit up the major states known for their different styles of barbecue. And judge it. And then, but like the thing is, like, barbecue in the States, that shit get expensive, man. Especially at Franklin's, because like they got that shit, you could get like a platter, it's like $500. I'm like, shit. That's a lot. But I'm sure it's gonna be the best meat I ever tried. Pause. It's gonna put that meat in your mouth sometimes and just enjoy it. Meat's not bad. There's a lot of nutrients in it. Good for you. A lot of y'all on that keto diet, eating a lot of protein. Protein is so necessary for building muscle and maintaining like just happiness. And that was part of the reason why I lost so much weight, from the mountainous size that I was at before. I started eating more protein, cutting out carbs, and eating more greens. But yeah, eat your vegetables, eat your protein, and you'll be in the best shape of your life. I guarantee it. We weren't meant to live off of rice and bread, It's a good thing to eat in between shit, but it's like you can't live off of that shit because then you just, it makes your body doughy. We need to be hard. Who's going to carry the boats? Who's going to carry the logs and the crippled men on the field? Who's going to run on fucking no energy and do 1,000 miles in a single day? I'm David Goggins. Just run, eat your meat. I'm always shirtless. Look at my muscles. I used to be a fat exterminator dude, but now I run. I do pull-ups. And I yell at people for fun. Get hard. Oh, that guy's very motivational, but he's sometimes a little bit much. But it's a good positive thing to, I guess, understand that, yeah, we gotta take care of ourselves, and part of that is eating properly. Yeah, I'm not saying eat meat with every single meal, but like eat protein. There's a lot of plants with good protein and beans and shit. Eat some protein and get that and beef up. Fuck you vegans for arguing so heavily about your tofu and your fucking fake meat and all that shit. I'm sorry for being rude, but y'all be pissing me off, man. Y'all be pissing me off. I can't enjoy my fucking steak in peace. Don't get me started on them ham dogs. Motherfuckers gotta learn about them ham dogs. Look up ham dogs. Fucking Australians are the best. But essentially what a ham dog is a glizzy in between a burger. So you got best of the both worlds. You got a glizzy and a burger at the same time. And it's just fucking, it's glorious. A tear dripped down my face when I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh. This was sent from the heavens. But yeah. And then there's that argument. It's like, oh, is a hot dog a sandwich? Or it's like the whole jacuzzi hot tub shit. All jacuzzis are hot tubs, but not all hot tubs are jacuzzis. So yes, I'd say a hot dog is technically a sandwich, but it's a hot dog more than you describe it as a sandwich. And nothing else can be a hot dog but a hot dog. So yeah, it's a hot dog. It's its own thing. It's its own category of definition and understanding. So I want you guys to get out there, barbecue as much as you can. Fucking try not to set shit on fire if you're in the woods camping. You know, gotta be conscious of, you know, this ongoing problem. But it's not even it's a natural thing that happens. It's just that, like, I guess this year it's a little more out of control. And you know, you could attribute that to climate change, which people, climate change. I don't talk about climate change. This guy's gonna do a whole episode on climate change, I bet. Fucking permaculture. Anyway, yeah, just be conscious of how you make your fires in the woods. Always put that out. Barbecue more. Cook some chicken properly, please. Marinate it. Brine it. Because brining it makes it juicy and tender at the same time. You can do that with pretty much every meat. And you can also impart extra flavor. Like, I'm going to give y'all some secrets here. So my jerk chicken that my friends love, I cook it, you know, here and there. I brine it for 2 days. And it's a mix of Scotch bonnet, allspice berries, a little clove. But here's the secret. A little cinnamon. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, cinnamon. It's like, well, you brining it with cinnamon? Black pepper, salt, paprika, garlic, onion, scallion, thyme. What else? I'm forgetting something. Oh, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of lime. You could either substitute one or the other. I do a mix of lime and a little vinegar in there. A little acidity helps with the juiciness. What else? Paprika, smoked paprika, if you got it. I'd say go to Costco because they got that shit in them big containers. It's like $7. Fucking smoked paprika is fucking bless. Ground fenugreek seed. That adds a earthiness that people don't know what to call it. When they bite into it, it's like, there's something there. And then a little brown sugar. The sweetness helps balance out the salt and kind of rounds out, because it's like you get a more round flavor with it. What else? I think that's about it for the brine, because what I do, I'll boil all of that stuff, make sure it's like basically making a tea, and you want it to be salty enough that if you leave it in there, it'll flavor the meat all the way to the bone. And then usually I'll make a paste with the Scotch bonnets, garlic, thyme, allspice, black pepper, um, scallions, and pretty much everything in the brine minus the salt, because you kind of season it already with the brine. And I'll just make that into a paste and smear it on the chicken. Skin on. Either do whole leg quarters or leg and a thigh, like separated. Back attached. You need that back attached. It keeps the moisture in. And I let it marinate. Usually 24 hours. I get away with 8 hours sometimes, but like usually 24 hours in the marinade. And then take it to the barbecue, grill it, and if available, add some wood chunks to get some smoke on there. In Jamaica, they usually use like the pimento branches and use that to smoke the chicken to make, get that real flavor in there. Sort of hard to replicate that with, I guess the trees here, but maple. And then what I try to do if I'm going all out, I'll get a whole bunch of pimento berries and I'll soak it in some of the brine liquid. Then I'll put it in like a little sachet and then smoke it with either maple wood or apple wood. Get that flavor. And then sometimes right before it's done, I'll just get like I'll make my own barbecue sauce. I ain't gonna give you the secret to that, but let's give it a little touch. Just touch it with that sauce, Just touch it with a little bit of that sauce. Let it cook on there for a little bit. Take that chicken off. It's going to be moist. It's going to be flavorful. Flavor to the bone. Flavor to the bone. Oh, fuck. I want to make some jerk chicken right now. Fuck. I think I'm going to make some jerk chicken. Yeah. But yeah, get the Scotch bonnets. Habaneros are not the same. They are not the same. Scotch bonnets have a completely different flavor. The flavor is more fruity, more pungent, and the heat is just nice. But yeah, get the proper Scotch bonnet. And there's a Jamaican pepper that looks like it, but it's not exactly the Scotch bonnet. But it looks similar. But the Scotch bonnet's usually a little small, circular. It's not really elongated, and you have to get the ones that are greenish, yellowish, leaning towards the yellow side. But those have the best flavor. And yeah, make yourself some jerk chicken using that recipe. And I guarantee you people are going to be talking about that shit all year. It's like, oh, remember when Jeff made that fucking jerk chicken? Oh my gosh, it was amazing, dude. Fucking just slap it down my throat. Nah, look, like that. Some good meat. So you guys use that. And if you want to impress people, cook that. Do it proper. With the lump hardwood charcoal. Some wood to smoke it. And yeah, fucking barbecue season is on, baby. Yeah. So cook your meat properly. Vegans, shut the fuck up sometimes. Nobody wants to hear that shit all the time. We understand where you're coming from, but like, we're still gonna eat meat. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. I apologize for not apologizing. But yeah, shut the fuck up sometimes. Like, please. Like, could you imagine somebody that's like a fucking, just a meatitarian just going up to vegans like, look how many plants you're killing. Look at all these innocent, like, plants and organisms that die every year because of you. And like, the thing is, for a lot of those crops that they thrive on, they have to spray with pesticides and all that shit to kill everything. They kill all the bugs, all the little mice, the little groundhogs. Everything dies. Because if anything happens to those crops, it just fucks it up. So they have to literally kill everything. So I don't know if there's an ethical way to eat. to be honest. We just have to accept the fact that, it's a cruel way to survive. We have to kill things to live off of them. And if you truly appreciate what life is, no life is more important than another. So asparagus should, have the same reaction to it being cut up as a cow, in my opinion. They're both living things, creatures. But yeah, do what you gotta do. We gotta survive. But yeah, but don't be a dick about it, hey? Don't be an asshole. We're all just trying to survive and eat. So let's just eat good. And to each their own, So yeah, y'all take care. I'm out of here. Peace.